Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at GermanPod101.com.
Hi, my name is Elisa. Welcome to Top 25 German Phrases. Let's get started. Hallo, hello. Hallo, hello. It's usually used between friends, and usually you add Hallo, wie geht's? It's hello, how are you? Guten Morgen, good morning. Guten Morgen, good morning. And obviously it's used in the very casual would be just morning, morgen. Guten Tag, good afternoon. Guten Tag means good afternoon or good day. You don't usually say it to friends. Guten Tag. Na klar, of course. Na klar means of course. I actually use it a lot. It's very casual. Kannst du mein Auto heute waschen? Na klar. That would be really good. But it means, can you wash my car today? Of course. Who wouldn't want that, right? Wie heißen Sie? What's your name? Wie heißen Sie means what's your name? Wie heißen Sie is a very formal way to say it. Between friends, it would be more wie heißt du? Wie heißen Sie? Ich heiße Alisa. What's your name? My name is Alisa. Ich bin, I am. Ich bin heute gut drauf. I am in a really good mood today. Ich bin im Urlaub. I am on vacation. Wie geht es Ihnen? How are you? Wie geht es Ihnen? And then, mir geht es gut. How are you? I am good. Es freut mich, Sie kennenzulernen. Nice to meet you. Hallo, wie geht's? Es freut mich, Sie kennenzulernen. Hello, how are you? Nice to meet you is a very common sentence. Mir geht es gut, danke. Und Ihnen? I'm fine, thanks. And you? Mir geht es gut, danke. Und Ihnen? I'm fine, thanks. And you? It's the answer to if you get asked, wie geht es Ihnen? When you're talking to friends, you can actually say, mir geht es gut, danke. Und dir? Bitte, please. Bitte also means you're welcome. Danke, dass du heute einkaufen warst. Ach, bitte. Thank you for going grocery shopping today. You're welcome. Bis später. See you later. Bis später. See you later. Bis gleich means when you're actually meeting in maybe 5 to 10 minutes. And bis später is used mostly, for example, in the morning, and you're going to meet during the evening. Hallo, sollen wir heute essen gehen? Ja, gerne. Ja, dann bis später. Hello, should we go have something to eat today? Yes, sure. See you later. Ich glaube schon. I think so. Ich glaube schon. I think so. Meinst du, wir können heute was trinken gehen? Ich glaube schon. Yeah, do you think we can go have drinks tonight? I think so. Ich glaube schon is kind of like an uncertain thing to say. Danke. Thank you. Danke. Thank you. Danke is very casual between friends and family. Wie geht es dir heute? Danke, sehr gut. How are you today? Thank you, I am fine. Gern geschehen. You're welcome. Ja, danke, dass du mir beim Umzug geholfen hast. Gern geschehen. Thank you for helping me move. You're welcome. Ja, yes. Ja means yes. And of course, it's a very common word in German. You use it all the time when you're listening to someone. Ja, kannst du heute bitte mit dem Hund spazieren gehen? Ja. Can you take the dog for a walk today? Yes. Nein, no. Nein, no. Hast du am Samstag Zeit? Nein, leider nicht. Are you free on Saturday? No, sorry, I'm not. Just saying nein is a little bit rude, so people just add, no, I'm not free. Okay, okay. It's more used with friends and family and not at workplace. When I was a child, I wasn't allowed to say okay, for example. I had to say yes or no. Ja, nein. And of course, okay is also used, for example, wie geht es dir? Or mir geht's okay. And how are you? I'm okay. Kannst du mir vielleicht eine Kamera heute ausleihen? Okay. Could you lend me your camera today? Okay. Entschuldigung. Excuse me. Entschuldigung, excuse me. Entschuldigung, Sie haben gerade Ihre Schlüssel verloren. Excuse me, you just dropped your keys. So yeah, excuse me and I'm sorry means both. Entschuldigung. It's a very formal way to ask somebody for a favor. Kein Problem. No problem. Kein Problem. No problem. It's a very common sentence. I use it all the time. Kein Problem. Kein Problem. Kein Problem. If somebody's gonna be late or yeah, ich komme erst in 10 Minuten. KP means no problem. Wie viel Uhr ist es? What time is it? Yes, obviously, when you want to know the time, you ask this, and it's used at work. It's neither formal or casual. You can use it with friends. You're in the city and you forgot your watch. Entschuldigen Sie, wie viel Uhr ist es? Excuse me, what time is it? It's a very common phrase and used everywhere. Einen Moment bitte. One moment, please. You bought something and you want to return it. Entschuldigen Sie, ich würde gerne etwas zurückschicken. Einen Moment bitte. Excuse me, I would like to return something. One moment, please. Ich hätte gerne. I would like. Ich hätte gerne einen Salat mit Pommes. I would like a salad with fries. Wait. I would like a water. Wie viel macht das? How much is it? Ich hätte gerne ein Kleid für eine Hochzeit. Wie viel macht das? I would like a dress for a wedding. How much is it? Zahlen bitte. The check, please. Zahlen bitte. The check, please. When you're ordering something and you're finished and you want to pay, you usually say to the waiter or waitress, zahlen bitte. Hilfe, help. Hilfe! Help! Hilfe, like help, is when you're in need of something or you can't do it by yourself. You scream or you say, Hilfe! Ja, ich bräuchte Hilfe heute Abend. I need help tonight. Thank you for watching. Today we did the top 25 German phrases. Don't forget to subscribe. See you soon. Bye.
Everybody, what's up? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. You see, it's still not the best weather ever here in Germany, but soon we're getting there. And then I can totally recommend you to come here, travel here. And what do you need for traveling? Exactly. You need 20 phrases you must know for traveling. Here we go. First phrase, when you don't know where to go, you ask, könnte ich eine Karte bekommen? Could I have a map? Actually, you could also ask this to your friend who is going to traveling, because card also works for postcard. So if you have to stay home and not traveling, you can ask for a Karte, for a card, or you can ask for a map, which we also call Karte, and then you can find your way. Number 2, very important sentence. Sprechen Sie Englisch? Do you speak English? Here in Germany, it's quite common. People do speak English, even though the older ones not so much. But whenever you meet like a young couple or young people on the street and you really cannot find your way or you're really struggling, you can always try to even talk to them in English. But if you want to be polite, you can ask in German. Sprechen Sie English? And then the person will know, oh, okay, sure, I'm going to try to help you out. Gibt es einen Bus vom Flughafen in die Stadt? Is there a bus from the airport to the city? Often airports are kind of outside of the city, right? In Germany, or actually in Europe, we have Ryanair. Probably you've heard about it. It's like cheap airline, but we all want to save money, so it's good. But often the airports of this Ryanair are actually not in the city. So if you fly Ryanair to Barcelona, you end up, I don't know, 100 kilometers out of Barcelona, and then you always have to take a bus. This also happens in Germany. For example, the Frankfurt airport of Ryanair is about 100 kilometers out of Frankfurt, so you will have to ask for a bus to the city. How do you do this? Gibt es einen Bus vom Flughafen in die Stadt? Number 4. Ist das WLAN kostenlos? Is the Wi-Fi free? It's getting more and more there here in Germany. I remember when I was traveling in the US, you could get free Wi-Fi everywhere, even in the streets. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not that far here now, but more and more places, train stations, airports have free Wi-Fi. So you must be pretty unlucky to not find free Wi-Fi when you're like flying in or coming by train. So yeah, bring your devices, and in any case, you can ask, sprechen Sie English? Do you speak English? To find your way. Number 5. Haben Sie freie Zimmer für heute Nacht? Do you have any vacancies for tonight? Yeah, if you're going to a hotel or hostel or, I don't know, an apartment and you haven't booked previously or ahead, then first of all you need to know if there's any space left for you, or if you should go on and search for another place if you don't want to crash on somebody's couch. So then go to the hotel, go to the reception, ask if there are free rooms, and usually they should be able to help you out. Unless, you could also just walk through the streets and ring a doorbell and ask, haben Sie freie Zimmer? Do you have vacancies? But this might get you in trouble with police, I don't know. Number 6. Könnte ich in ein anderes Zimmer wechseln? Could I move to a different room? If you're really unhappy with your room and you're like, oh gosh, no, I don't want to stay here, then you ask the receptionist, hey, could I move to another room? It didn't happen to me so far. I was quite lucky. Whenever I was traveling, I had pretty nice rooms, but I have heard it happens, like if it's 30 or I don't know, the neighbors of the other room are super loud doing whatever, then it's legit to ask for a different room. If you want to change your room and you ask in German, they're probably even more willing to help you out. Number 7. Ich habe eine Reservierung. I have a reservation. Yeah, this is what usually is the case, not like previously when you had to ask if there's any room left. Usually you have a reservation and then everything works kind of itself. You just go to the desk, ask, hey, ich habe eine Reservierung. And then they'll be like, oh, okay, what's your name? And if you watch my other videos, you will know how to say your name in German, and then you can check in your hotel all in German, all good. And you have a perfect start for your trip. Könnten wir das Menü haben, bitte? Could we have the menu, please? Yeah, going to a restaurant, you of course want to know what the food offering is before you just order anything. The waiter comes with the menu, and you can open it, search for your entree and for your drink. Beer I'd recommend, and then, oh, what I'm gonna eat, Schnitzel. Eat Schnitzel. Schnitzel is awesome. Good German food. I love it. Haben Sie Empfehlungen? Do you have any recommendations? Yeah, if you don't want to listen to my recommendation, eating Schnitzel and having a beer, you can also ask the waiter for recommendations of the house. Often they're even like special offers or menu of the day, something like that. Yeah, just go ahead and ask for recommendations. Often you even like will be surprised of some cool food you wouldn't have thought of if you have chosen by yourself. Now we're getting to the sad part of all the restaurant evening. Die Rechnung bitte. Could I have the check, please? Yeah, of course. If you eat in a restaurant, in the end, there's always a payment. And if you want to ask for the check or for the bill in Germany, that's die Rechnung. So you can just point out your finger to the waiter, die Rechnung bitte, and he will be happy to bring you the bill. You can leave a little tip. We usually tip about like 10%. and then everything's fine. Ich bin allergisch gegen Erdnüsse. I'm allergic to peanuts. Yeah, this happens. If you don't eat peanuts, and if you're not sure whether there are peanuts in your food or not, it's a good idea to ask or just to raise attention to the waiter. Hey, ich bin allergisch gegen Erdnüsse, so please don't bring me any peanuts. Number 12. Wasser bitte. Water, please. Other than in the US, in Germany it's not common that you get free water at the table during your evening in the restaurant. You always have to order it, unfortunately. So whatever you want to drink, if it's beer, Coke, or just like water from the sink, you would always have to order it and pay it. So don't expect the waiter to bring you water for free. If you order water, then it also will appear on the bill. But therefore we used to have sparkling water, which in my opinion is way better than just sink water. Come on, it's so boring. Wie viel kostet das? How much is this? Yeah, if you're really thirsty, want the water, but are kind of out of money, then you should ask maybe how much it is, and then you can use this phrase, wie viel kostet das? How much is this? Or yeah, anything in the souvenir store, there's like this stupid little thing you want to bring home, but you don't want to spend a fortune on it, then better ask before, how much is this? Wie viel kostet das? Oh, see, sun is coming out. Now's the right time to travel here. First learn the sentences, but then travel here. Yeah, you see, when the sun is shining like this, you should pack your stuff. Ich möchte 10 von diesen. I'd like 10 of these. I remember when I went to Brazil, there's always this so-called feira. It's like a fair where they sell food and toys and everything. But then, of course, the most exciting for me were the fruits, because they had so many exotic fruits. And then I went there and like, oh, I had like 10 of these and 5 of these and 3 of that, and there were fruits I've never seen, so I wanted to try. So this might happen to you if you come here, that you see fruits or vegetables that are not so common in your country. Then you can really use the sentence. Yeah, you should always try the new stuff. Ich möchte das hier. I'd like this. Coming back, if you're at the fair and you really don't know, like there's something you've never seen, but then you want to point at it and say you want this, and you want to impress the one who's selling you, the seller, speaking German, then you can just say, ich möchte dies, and he will be like, cool, here you got it. Number 16. Könnten Sie mir einen Rabatt geben? Could you give me a discount? Also, this happens. We have flea markets where there's people sell their used stuff, or even on the markets, on the Sunday farmers market, whatever. Sometimes you can try to negotiate, and you can always ask. It's not impolite. If you feel like, oh cool, this is a place where it's just common to negotiate a little, you can ask for a discount. Even though don't expect too much. I know in other countries it's common that, okay, the price is 20, but he's already happy if he gets 10. Yeah, no, here it's more like if the price is 20, you can maybe negotiate it down to 18, or it always depends. Also, I mean, if you ask in German, probably you will waste your chances that you really get a discount, because they will appreciate your effort to speak German. Don't be pushy on it, but try and negotiate it a little and you might get your discount. Nehmen Sie Kreditkarte? Do you take credit card? You should definitely bring your credit card. In most supermarkets and yeah, stores, whatever, you can use the credit card, but still there's a lot of like smaller shops or the flea market. Apparently they usually don't take credit cards, so it's not as widespread as in the US, but we're getting there. We still like our cash in our hands, see what we're paying with. It's also dangerous to always pay by credit card. You don't really see how much money you spend, especially on holiday. You're more like, oh cool, I want to enjoy my time, spend some money here, spend some money there, and then credit card in, and then just returning home you get the letter with all the money you spent, and you're like, oh holy, that was a lot of money. Number 18. Wo ist der Bahnhof? Where is the train station? In case you need to go back to the airport, want to take the train, and you don't know where the train station are, then you're probably in trouble. So you should check beforehand on your map, or yeah, I don't know, take a cab or something. But maybe you're not late, maybe you have plenty of time, and then just want to find the way yourself. You can go and ask, hey, where's the train station? You need to catch a flight. Entschuldigen Sie, wie hoch ist der Fahrpreis? Excuse me, what's the fare? in buses or trains, if you haven't bought your ticket previously ahead, then you might want to ask the driver what's the price before we're taking it, to not be surprised later. Yeah, bus tickets in the city usually are like, I'd say, 250. Train tickets apparently depend on how far you want to go. I think a train ticket from Berlin to Munich, for example, €50, I guess. Depends also if you book ahead or not. But yeah, if you ask the driver or anybody at the train station, you probably haven't booked ahead. It's always smarter to book ahead, then you can get way cheaper tickets, especially for trains. In buses, usually you're not really able to book a ticket ahead. You just buy it right there. And yeah, the driver in the bus always is happy to help you out when you're uncertain about the price. So just ask him. Number 20, selfie time. Könnten Sie ein Foto von mir machen? Could you take a picture of me, please? Yeah, nowadays this question is not asked so often anymore, because you always do your selfies, right? You do that? Like, I could actually film all this in selfie, but I would be too shaky, I guess. But if you want a proper picture, maybe of your group with everybody in it and not just this long selfie arm, then you should ask a stranger on the street. And I told you previously that most Germans know at least a little English, so they would understand if you have a camera and say, oh, could you take a picture, please? That you all want them to take a picture of you. Good sentence to know if you're traveling alone or with your partner or in a group and you want to have a picture. Then just ask, oh, könnten Sie ein Foto von mir machen? Könnten Sie bitte ein Foto von mir machen? Going back home after your travel, you see clouds are coming back, like I'm not in this bright sun anymore. Yeah, time to go home. Yeah, travel is over, let's go back home and then bus to the airport. Have a good flight. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, it was fun. So if you come to Germany, if you're traveling here now, you really know like some sentences here and there. You can, if your German is not that fluent yet, that you can spread in for you to enjoy your trip more, also for the people you meet, the Germans, to make them have a good time seeing your effort speaking German. I believe whenever I travel to some country, I should know at least some sentences, so this is your entry card for the first trip to Germany. Yeah, if you want to learn more, subscribe to the channel at germanpod101.com. I hope to see you next time. Leave some comments. Ciao, ciao.
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at germanpod101.com.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. Today, the first time here from Munich. It's my little room I'm living in right now. I moved to Munich for a new job. It's a great city. It's kind of a travel from where I've been before. But according to this, I have a very cool topic for you today. Top 10 ways to prepare your travel. We all love traveling. Probably you love traveling. That's why you take this course, because you want to travel to Germany. If you want to travel, a good preparation is the first step. So, here we go. Reiseziel wählen. To choose your destination. Bitte wähle jetzt dein Reiseziel aus. Please choose your travel destination. So apparently if you want to go somewhere, first of all you gotta choose where you want to go. I do this myself this summer holiday. I'm not really sure yet where I should go. I'm thinking on Greece. Do you have any recommendations? I heard the islands are pretty nice. But anyways, there are so many nice travel destinations in the world, so before you get into all the planning stuff, make sure you wisely choose your travel destination. Einen Reiseführer kaufen. To buy a guidebook. Bitte kauf dir einen Reiseführer, bevor du aufbrichst. Please go and buy a guidebook before you leave. And most people, I guess, are going online to search for travel destinations and for where they want to go. Even though I personally really like having a guidebook, because if you really have something to look in, then it's more, I don't know, for me it's easier to plan stuff. You go page by page, you can compare. And on the internet there's just so much stuff, it's maybe a bit overwhelming, and you never know, okay, this website, maybe just some weirdos wrote, I don't know. But in the travel guide, in the guidebook, you usually have like really well-researched information and can be sure that what they write down there is pretty accurate. I would recommend go buy a guidebook instead of only relying on the internet. I got one of the most important for you. Geld sparen, to save money. Geld sparen ist gerade in jungen Jahren sehr wichtig. To save money is very important, especially at a young age. Indeed, that's a little bit the paradox on here, right? When you're young, you usually have a lot of time. I don't know if you're a student, there's lots of students' holidays, days off, school holidays, and you have all the time to travel, but there's no money. Later on your work, you gain all the big money, but then there's no time anymore to travel. So kind of difficult to find the good way here. So best thing to do if you're young, having a lot of time, save up some money so that you can go travel. Because once you're working, it gets harder. Also, never underestimate how much you spend in the holiday. It's not only the train, the flight, or the accommodation. If you really want to enjoy your holiday, you should have saved up some money to do stuff where you are. Because just by going there and hanging out in your hotel, you don't really need to go there, right? Einen Flug buchen. To book a flight. Wir buchen heute einen Flug nach Spanien. We're going to book a flight to Spain today. So once you've saved up all the money, you can go ahead and book the flight. Make sure you research a little bit on the internet, compare prices. Also, after my experience, Tuesday night is the best day to book the flights. I don't know. Maybe you have different experiences, but for me, that's when I find the cheapest fares. Die Kosten recherchieren. To research the cost. Es ist wichtig, dass man vor der Reise die Kosten recherchiert. It is important that you research the cost before the trip. Yeah, apparently before booking the flight, you should actually research the cost, then save up enough money so that you can make sure you can have the trip you want. Because, as I said earlier, it's not only the flight, it's not only the accommodation, there's so much more that you will spend during your holiday, often like food. Okay, you say, oh, I have all inclusive, but still, you want to go, I don't know, like to a bar, to a party maybe, or on a maybe a little boat trip, or at the beach just with an ice cream. I don't know, there are many things you want to do in the holiday that you maybe wouldn't do at home. So it's important that you kind of research a little bit what are the costs for all the accommodation and flight, but also what are the costs for the stuff that I want to do at the place I'm going to, so that you can have the best time. Urlaub beantragen. To request vacation time. Rechtzeitig Urlaub beantragen sollte man nicht vergessen. You should not forget to request holiday on time. Indeed, if you plan on having a cool trip somewhere, make sure that your boss is okay with that. Imagine that, you're planning on your holiday, and then after that you go to your boss, say, oh, can I have some days off? I want to go to, I don't know, a cool place. And then he says, no, I need you. All the planning, all the research of the cost, everything for nothing. Worse, even if you already booked something, this can be very cost intensive. So do the research, ask for vacation, and then book. That's the right order. Unterkünfte buchen. To book accommodations. Günstige Unterkünfte kann man im Internet buchen. Cheap accommodations can be booked on the internet. For me this is always when the trip kind of gets real, like, okay, booking the flight is the first cool step, but then if you book like a hotel or a hostel, cool stuff. Or maybe an Airbnb, there are so many options nowadays. This is when you kind of like feel, okay, this is the place really, not only the country or the city, but this is the place where I'm going to stay. Then for me, this is always the exciting moment of, oh cool, like the travel gets real. I know where I will spend my time. I will know where I will be accommodated. It's an important part. Also, there's like a big range of cost. If you compare with prices on the internet, you probably find something very cheap. Many options for whatever you like. Den Reisepass erneuern. To renew your passport. Hast du etwa vergessen, deinen Reisepass zu erneuern? Did you forget to renew your passport? Oops, that's one thing you don't want to miss out on. The guys at the border can be very strict about that. To renew your passport is kind of more important than you might think, because if you haven't been on a big vacation for a long time, you're probably not aware of your validation date of the passport, and then it always takes a while to renew it. So really make sure when you start planning your trip that you also already check your passport. Not that you wake up and, oh, tomorrow's my flight, let's check my passport, and then, oh, shoot, it's overdue. It's something you gotta plan a bit ahead. Einpacken. To pack. Einpacken. Or slower, einpacken. To pack. Du brauchst kein Handtuch einpacken. Das Hotel gibt uns welche. You don't need to pack a towel, the hotel will give us some. Better bring your own towel, I'd say. Depending, I mean, some Airbnbs actually give you towels. I always check if I need a towel because my luggage is always very kind of small and towel is very big. If you don't need to bring a towel, it's perfect. You save a lot of space in your luggage for other cool stuff. To bring up for some souvenirs for your family. Even though also, get back to the main word, to pack, like einpacken. That's also one of the coolest parts to me for the journey. I know, like many people find it so annoying to pack all the stuff and a bit stressful. But again, like after you book the flight and have the accommodation and everything, this is the next step when it really gets real that, oh, you usually pack like maybe a day or two before you start going on your vacation. So then you feel like, okay, this is the kind of the start of the vacation. So it's not so stressful for me, but it's kind of enjoyable because the trip gets started. Ein Visum beantragen. To get a visa. Wenn du nach China willst, musst du vorher ein Visum beantragen. If you want to visit China, you have to apply for a visa in advance. Yeah, China is one country, the US also. But as Germans, we are quite lucky. I once heard that Germany's passport is the one that needs the least visa. So that means there is the most countries you can just travel to without having to apply for a visa. For example, my girlfriend, she's from Brazil, and I don't know, I like the US, so I want to travel to the US. For me, it's kind of easy. I just have to fill this one paper, send it there, and done. She really has to apply for big time visa, so it's a much more complicated process. So I'm quite lucky with my German passport. That brings me to all the countries I want to. Same as checking a passport visa is something you should do on time, because it always takes a while until all the stuff is processed. There's like document after sending some stuff to receiving some stuff and another document. So just make sure you plan ahead, do all that on time, and then you will be safe and can start your travel. So this is from me for you the guideline how to prepare and plan your travels. I hope you liked the lesson. Subscribe to the channel, leave some comment. Maybe I forgot some important step in the way to prepare your travel or my travel. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. For me, traveling is so cool. I guess you all love traveling. That's why you love learning languages and are here with me. Make sure you don't forget anything. Make sure to renew your passport, come to Germany, plan ahead, ask for vacation, and then pack. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.
Hi everyone, welcome to German Top Words. Today we'll be learning about 10 phrases to help you in an emergency. Alright. Bitte rufen Sie die Polizei. Bitte rufen Sie die Polizei. Call the police, please. Yeah, so if you got caught in an emergency, then you can just say to someone, call the police, please. Haben Sie Fieber? Haben Sie Fieber? Do you have a fever? So if someone's not feeling well or looks really sick, or if you're at the doctor, then he might ask, Haben Sie Fieber? Ich habe meinen Reisepass verloren. Ich habe meinen Reisepass verloren. I lost my passport. I once thought I had lost my passport, but then luckily I found it in my suitcase, so I was safe. Nothing happened. Ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. Ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. I think I ate something bad. So when you're not feeling well, when you have a stomach ache, then you would say, ich glaube, ich habe etwas Schlechtes gegessen. Ich brauche einen Arzt. Ich brauche einen Arzt. I need a doctor. If you want someone to call an ambulance, then you would be like, ich brauche einen Arzt. But that sounds really, really urgent. Ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. Ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. I can't find the way back to my hotel. So if you're, for example, in a foreign country and you took a walk and you got lost suddenly, then you could go to some person and say, ich finde den Weg nicht zurück zu meinem Hotel. Can you help me, please? Können Sie mir helfen? Gibt es eine Apotheke in der Nähe? Gibt es eine Apotheke in der Nähe? Is there a pharmacy nearby? So in Germany, there are many different pharmacies. They're called Apotheke, like Sonnenapotheke or something Apotheke. They all have different names. And it's also a very common occupation to be an Apotheker, to be a pharmacist. Ich habe mich verlaufen. Ich habe mich verlaufen. I'm lost. And then you could add, can you help me please? Können Sie mir helfen? Ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. Ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. I need an ambulance. When something really, really bad happened, like you broke your leg or you're suffering under really, really bad pain, then you would say, ich brauche einen Krankenwagen. Or, könnt ihr einen Krankenwagen rufen? Can you please call an ambulance? Bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr. Please call the fire department. If you see a fire somewhere, if your house is burning, then say to someone, bitte rufen Sie die Feuerwehr, or just Feuerwehr. Okay, so these were 10 phrases to help you in an emergency. I hope you will never use them. I don't want you to get caught in an emergency. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Don't forget to check out our website, germanpod101.com. Bye. Peace.
Want to speak real German from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at germanpod101.com.
Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Henrik Stübenau. Welcome to a new episode of GermanPod101.com. I'm here on my beautiful balcony, but I thought instead of just laying in the sun doing nothing, I prepare another lesson for you. So what's up for today? I'm gonna teach you the top 10 must-know vocabulary for the restaurant. In case you're hungry, you want to get out, or just like have a nice dinner with your girlfriend.
Kellner, waiter.
Kellner, waiter. Kellner, die Rechnung bitte. Waiter, the bill please. Yeah, that's when you're asking for the bill. That's the sad part about the waiter, he wants to be paid. Yeah, honestly, here in Germany, many people even have to work as a waiter while studying or before really making the big money. You need some money, so it's very common to go to restaurants, bars. I worked for a fast food chain, the one with the big golden M. Yeah, I worked there a little bit as a waiter. Some people love it. For me, it was not the most fun, but at least I was happy when I could, when the people asked for the bill, because I knew I was doing it for the money.
Speisekarte, menu.
Next one is Speisekarte, menu. Kann ich bitte die Speisekarte sehen? Can I see the menu? Yeah, so that's also very important if you go to a restaurant and it's not just this fast food chain where you already know what to order, milkshake, fries and some cheeseburgers. No, if you go to a real restaurant, then of course you want to see the menu, check out what they have. Maybe they have a special offer for the day, or especially when you're traveling, when you come here to Germany where you can actually use those words, then of course, you might want to try some real German classic food, like Bratwurst, Currywurst, or Schnitzel. Yeah, then ask for the menu, für die Speisekarte, and you'll find out what's the best choice, right?
Bestellung, order.
Next one, Bestellung, order. Rufe an, eine Bestellung aufzugeben. Call to place an order. Yeah, this is also very common, for example, all those pizza places where you just call, so it's like delivery restaurants basically, so you don't have to go there, look at the menu and eat in the restaurant. You can also easily order from home by phone and they deliver the food. It's like, yeah, if you want to have a nice evening in front of the TV, yeah. Pizza is the best example, like mostly when I eat pizza, it's ordered pizza. Yeah, what's better than having a big family picture, your girlfriend and a glass of beer watching a cool movie on a sunny evening.
Wasser, water.
Wasser, water. Bitte bringe mir mal ein Glas Wasser. Please bring me a glass of water. Here you gotta be careful in a restaurant. If you order water, you always gotta pay here in Germany. I know in many other countries it's included, like you can get water for free everywhere, even sometimes Coke or Sprite. Now here in Germany, whatever drink you order, you will have to pay it. So if you just want to order water because you think it's free, yeah, they know it will appear on the bill. So just order what you really want to drink.
Hauptgericht, main course.
Hauptgericht, main dish. Das Hauptgericht heute Abend ist gegrillter Fisch. Tonight's main dish is grilled fish. Oh, I do love fish. I do love grilled fish. I don't know about you. We have a little fireplace here at my place, so what I did with friends sometimes, I have one friend who goes fishing, so he brought a few very fresh fish, and then yeah, we put them on sticks and we grilled them. So homemade grilled fish was our Hauptgericht, our main course.
Nachtisch, dessert.
Okay, the next one after the main menu follows the dessert. Nachtisch. Wir essen jeden Sonntag bei mir zu Hause Kuchen zum Nachtisch. We eat cake at my house every Sunday night for dessert. I'm not a big fan of desserts usually. I don't like so much sugars and all the sweet. I'm more fan of salty stuff. But actually this phrase, we eat cake at my house every Sunday night for dessert, kind of reminds me indeed of what I like. Being with my family, having coffee, having cake in the afternoon. Yeah, for those opportunities I become somebody who really likes the sweet stuff. Not a big fan of ice cream or chocolate too much, but a piece of cake with a cup of coffee, yeah, I wouldn't say no to that.
Küchenchef. Chef.
Next one, Küchenchef. Chef. Der Küchenchef bereitet das Essen zu. The chef is preparing the dish. Yeah, Küchenchef is like a big word in Germany. It's correct, but also most people in generally you just say the cook, der Koch. Yeah, Küchenchef is correct, even especially if it's in a big restaurant. They do really like quality food, and he has a big team of cooks because it's just too much to do on his own. So probably he would feel like insulted just calling him a cook. Yeah, Küchenchef could be literally translated also as the boss of the kitchen. That makes sense in an environment where he has many co-workers. But if it's just a chef, just like a single person cooking, then we would rather say Koch, which is cook.
Fast food. Fast food.
Fast food. Fast food. Yeah, also in Germany we say fast food. Burger und Pommes gelten als fast food. Burgers and fries are considered fast food. Indeed. Yeah, I mentioned this earlier. It's just like when you go to McDonald's or I don't know, Burger King, whatever, any fast food restaurant, you don't really check the menu. Only maybe sometimes if you're not sure what you want to take, but in general you will know you have a burger, fries, and probably a Coke or a milkshake. Yeah, everybody loves fast food, just don't eat too much of it, otherwise you will get problems with your heart, your blood pressure, I don't know, your body, everything. But yeah, every once in a while it's pretty delicious. Huh?
Restaurant. Restaurant.
Next one, Restaurant. Restaurant. Unser Lieblingsrestaurant ist heute Nacht voll. Our favorite restaurant is full tonight. Used this word a few times already in this lesson today. Restaurant. In German, it's the same word with a different pronunciation. Restaurant. It's not a German word. I don't think it's a real English word, but commonly used in most Latin languages at least. Do you have a favorite restaurant? I do. Here in my town, it's an Australian one. It's awesome because they have all these Australian burgers with like kangaroo meat or emu meat, and they have cocktail happy hours twice a week. So sometimes they have like a little live music going on. So yeah, that's definitely my favorite restaurant, and whenever I have guests over and I want to show them something cool, take them to my favorite restaurant, that's the place where I go.
Lecker. Delicious.
Next one, lecker. Delicious. Schokoladenkuchen ist ziemlich lecker. Chocolate cake is pretty delicious. Oh yeah, I love this whenever I eat food and it's so delicious. I say, lecker. But for me, it wouldn't be chocolate cake in the first place, which I would place here. It's more like, yeah, a piece of raw meat. No, it looks like a raw meat. No, more like, I don't know, like, but yeah, meat, like a chicken wing or salty stuff, really. Like a burger. I know I said don't eat too much fast food, but from time to time it's just really delicious, super lecker. So yeah, but if you prefer the sweets, then Schokoladenkuchen, chocolate cake is what you should go for. Don't want to talk too much around it. I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you want to like add anything, if you say, hey, this was stupid, or I prefer chocolate cake to chicken wings, leave a comment, tell me about it. Subscribe to the channel, GermanPod101.com, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.
Hello, welcome to German Weekly Words. My name is Elisa, and today's topic Crossing borders. This is an interesting one. I'm excited. Nationalität. Nationality. Meine Nationalität ist Deutsch. My nationality is German. Reisepass. Passport. I guess nowadays people do say a lot like pass or just pass in German. But Reisepass, Reise actually means travel. So it would translate as travel pass, I guess. Ich bin zwar halb Japanerin, aber mein Reisepass ist Deutsch. Even though I am half Japanese, my passport is German. Visum, Visa. Wenn man ins Ausland geht, braucht man normalerweise ein Visum. When you go outside of your country, you usually need a visa. Erklärungsformular, Declaration Form. Bevor ich nach Amerika geflogen bin, musste ich auch ein Erklärungsformular ausfüllen beim amerikanischen Konsulat. Before I went to the States, I had to fill out a declaration form at the American consulate in Germany. I was actually in Frankfurt. They asked me a lot of questions about why I want to go to the States and if I speak English and if I have friends there. There was one part of it. Quarantäne, quarantine. Mein Hund musste 2 Wochen in Quarantäne. My dog had to go 2 weeks to quarantine. Usually when you go to another country and you bring your animal, you have to bring it to the quarantine and then it has to stay there it depends on the country, but usually like 2 weeks or longer. Thanks for watching, and maybe you have an interesting experience with the words you just learned. Leave it in the comments, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!
You've studied for a while and are ready to talk to people and practice what you've learned. But where do you start? Starting a conversation in a new language can seem a bit intimidating. How do you just jump into it? In this video, we'll look at 5 ways to start conversations. Number 1, introduce yourself in your target language. This is usually one of the first things you learn when you start studying a new language. And sometimes starting a conversation, or continuing one, is as simple as introducing yourself. Number 2, talking about the weather. This is a universal talking point. People talk about the weather all over the world. And just saying, "It's really nice today," is enough to start a conversation. A great way to practice your weather conversation skills is to check out our Can-Do lesson pathway. This series of lessons teaches you how to talk about the weather in your target language. Number 3, give compliments. Compliments are a great way to start a conversation. You can compliment something about your conversation partner's city, country, or something specific to them personally. "Hey, your bag is super cute," or "That ice cream looks delicious." These kinds of compliments can lead to further conversation about what you complimented. In this case, it could be fashion or a local restaurant. This is a great way to make quick connections with people. Number 4, ask for help. For example, you can ask for directions, ask about prices, or request recommendations for restaurants or shopping spots, and let the conversation go from there. People are usually happy to lend a helping hand to tourists who are visiting their city. Number 5, learn phrases for transactions. This can include getting a room at a hotel or telling a taxi driver where to go. When you're traveling overseas, you'll need to talk to other people in your target language. And while this might be a bit scary at first, you'll find that the people you meet are just happy that you're trying to communicate with them. So get started talking in your target language now. For even more tips on how to start conversations, check out our complete language learning program. Sign up for your free lifetime account by clicking on the link in the description. Get tons of resources to have you speaking in your target language. And if you enjoyed these tips, hit the like button, share the video with anyone who's trying to learn a new language, and subscribe to our channel. We release new videos every week. I'll see you next time. Bye! Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.